Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Inside Tennessee. I'm your moderator, John North. John Becker is away, but we have Vinay Simlot of WBIR joining us this morning. Welcome. How are you doing?
John, I'm excited to be here. My favorite show.
Yeah, well, there you go. We appreciate that. We're talking politics, specifically the Tennessee legislature. It's been contentious, confrontational, raucous, call it what you will. It's not been dull, that's for sure. Joining us this morning are two of our local lawmakers. We have State Senator Richard Briggs, a Republican from Knoxville, and we also have State Representative Sam McKenzie, a Democrat from Knoxville. Gentlemen, welcome to both of you. Thank you. We appreciate you joining us.
Glad to be here.
Good to be here.
Thank you so much. We are this close to being done as we record this program, and so we know you're itching to get back, but we did want to talk about sort of what's been going on, and we want to start, if we could, with the voucher question, which was the big issue that Governor Bill Lee pushed this year. It was kind of his big mountain he wanted to climb. He didn't quite get there, and he told all of us that early Monday morning. So I know both of you were not terribly big fans of it. Sam, I know you weren't in favor of it at all, and Dr. Briggs, you had expressed some reservations quite early on. So let's talk about that. And Dr. Briggs, I want to start with you. What went wrong, and was it ever really going to get passed in your opinion?
Well, I guess there was a possibility it could be passed, but there were really three plans out there as the session that we're in right now progressed. One was the Senate plan, which was fairly modest and fairly limited. You had the House plan that was much more involved. It was a lot more expensive. And then somewhere in the middle for this year, you have the governor's plan. And that chasm just could not be breached as the session went along. There certainly were efforts. The governor was pushing to have something come out of this, but it just wasn't fated to happen.
Sam, as Dr. Briggs says, there was an enormous gap. Actually, to be honest with you, me watching from the sidelines, I was like, are you kidding? These things are like two competing plans almost. There's no way. We know all the Democrats in the legislature were not going to be for this. I'm just curious about your thoughts as you watch this go really not very far.
Well, I was similar to you. When I looked at the House plan and the Senate plan, I was like, that's probably a bridge way too far. And that's what it ended up being. The House version, in order to try to coerce their rural colleagues, they just put a bunch of slimy pork on top of a poison pill, and there's no way that the Senate would have supported that. And then on the Senate side, they basically have you can go to school wherever you want, and it would hurt LEAs. It would let folks go from Knoxville to Oak Ridge City schools or the Maryville schools and vice versa. It's just too much. We need to fund our public schools and stop this conversation about trying to push people to privates.
Very briefly, I just want to summarize for viewers to remind you, we were talking about roughly $7,000, $8,000 per pupil that would go to students who wanted to go to get a private education and all of the concerns that were raised there. And you heard and we heard multiple concerns.
Yeah, we heard from Tanya Coates, who's with the Tennessee Education Administration, and she told us 90% of Tennessee's students are educated in public schools, and today is a great day for them and their parents. On behalf of our students, I want to thank the legislators who stood strong for our state's children. And we did see some pressure campaigns from outside groups about this bill, trying to get lawmakers to pass this. I want to ask Dr. Briggs, did you see any of that type of pressure to you because you came out against this bill?
I didn't see it directly coming at me, but there were general emails that were coming out from some of these, particularly those that are financed from out-of-state organizations that said that if this does not pass, then in the election years that will come, we need to go after those legislators and have them removed from office because they don't agree with us. And again, I don't think it was coming from any in-state sources, but as you know, there is an awful lot of money from very big billionaire donors coming in from out of state to several organizations that were paying and pushing to bring vouchers, not just to children that were going to maybe failing public schools so they could go to private schools, but for all children. to get the vouchers, whether they're going to public schools or private schools, regardless of what their incomes were.
And we saw Senator Massey sign on as a co-sponsor of the Senate version of the bill. And when we asked her about it, she said that a majority of her district supports the school voucher program. McKenzie, have you heard from folks who are supporting it? Do you think your district supports it?
Well, unfortunately, she must not have been looking at the folks in the 15th district. She actually is my state senator, and I overwhelmingly, when I say overwhelmingly, I don't think I've heard from a person inside my district that supported this voucher bill. It really was a scam. That's what we called it, and that's what it was. It was a scam. It was a bait and switch. It was a welfare program for the rich and almost rich. It would have put $7,000 in their pockets. You're not going to go from Austin East to Catholic or to Christian Academy of Knoxville on $7,000, where it costs twice that much for tuition. So they baited it like some of our schools need this money. Not in my district. You couldn't have gone from South Doyle to Webb School of Knoxville. It just wasn't going to happen for the amount of money. So I didn't hear from one person in my district. As Senator Briggs said, all of that came from the outside big money interest groups.
We are talking to the Tennessee legislature. You're watching Inside Tennessee. It's time for us to take a break, but we're coming back with plenty more to talk about.